You were never meant to be debt-free. That's the quiet truth the world's financial institutions don't want you to know. Every swipe, every buy now, pay later, every small loan that feels harmless, it's part of a system that doesn't just manage debt. It manufactures it. From the moment you open your first bank account, the script is already written. You are groomed not to be a saver, but a borrower. Not an owner, but a participant in a financial play whose rules were drafted long before you were born. Think about it. In school, you learn how to multiply numbers, but not how interest multiplies you. You are taught to chase grades, not compound interest curves. You were trained to dream about stable jobs, not financial independence. Because freedom, financial freedom, was never the goal. Dependency was. Debt, in modern society, isn't an accident of bad spending. It's an engineered ecosystem. The global economy is addicted to it. Your credit card, your mortgage, your student loan, each one isn't just a product. It's a predictable stream of income for someone else. Banks don't lend out money they have, they lend out money that will exist once you agree to owe it. You create the money through your promise to pay it back. That's the quiet alchemy of modern banking. Debt creates money, not the other way around. And that's the paradox, the entire system is built on promises. Invisible contracts binding millions of lives together in a quiet chain of obligation. You sign one paper, agree to one rate, and without realizing it, you've joined a global ritual that never ends. Now imagine a world where everyone paid their loans on time, cleared all balances, and never borrowed again. It sounds responsible, maybe even ideal. But to the financial sector, that would be catastrophic. Because no debt means no interest. No interest means no profit. And without profit, the world's GDP, its supposed measure of growth, would collapse overnight. So instead, the system rewards the illusion of wealth. Easy credit. Higher limits. Pre-approved loans. New lines of financing for things you don't need but are made to believe you deserve. Every step feels like progress, but you're running on a treadmill that never stops. This isn't a glitch in capitalism, it's the design. The economy must keep expanding, and since real productivity can't rise forever, the only thing left to inflate is credit. More debt creates the illusion of more money, which fuels more spending, which justifies more borrowing. A beautiful, destructive loop. The psychology behind it is deliberate. Financial institutions have mastered human emotion as much as mathematics. They know the human brain craves instant gratification, the dopamine hit of a new purchase, the thrill of approval. That's why credit cards exist, to bridge the gap between desire and ability. They don't sell money. They sell time. The time between I want it and I can afford it. They wrap it in convenience, in metallic cards and sleek apps, in cashback rewards and loyalty points. But beneath the packaging, the same mechanism hums, interest accumulating in silence. You forget, you delay, life happens, a job loss, a medical bill, an emergency, and the convenience becomes a cage. Every financial product, from mortgages to mobile loans, is structured with the same hidden principle: make repayment feel possible, but keep escape nearly impossible. Interest rates fluctuate just enough to seem manageable. Minimum payments are mathematically designed to keep you indebted for decades, even when you think you're getting ahead. Take one simple example. A $5,000 credit card balance paid with only the minimum monthly payment, around 2%, takes over 17 years to clear and costs you more than double in total. The bank knows this. It's not an oversight. It's their business model. That's not negligence. That's design. And it doesn't end with individuals. Governments do the same thing, on a planetary scale. Nations borrow endlessly, rolling old debt into new debt, normalizing a cycle that can never be broken. The global economy has been built on leverage, an elegant word for dependency. Citizens inherit not only their parents' DNA but their country's liabilities. Your taxes don't just build schools or hospitals, they also pay the interest on debts incurred decades before you were born. The economy doesn't grow because of innovation alone. It grows because of borrowing from the future. Debt has become the oxygen of modern civilization. Every industry breathes it. Corporations borrow to expand, governments borrow to fund deficits, individuals borrow to survive. If borrowing stops, the illusion of prosperity collapses. So the system keeps feeding itself, teaching you to see credit as normal, even necessary. Behind closed doors, financial institutions don't just study economics. They study you. Behavioral psychology, neuroscience, emotional analytics, all deployed to predict your spending triggers. They know when you're most likely to apply for a loan, when you'll miss a payment, when your willpower dips. Algorithms track seasonal habits, pay cycles, shopping patterns. They even measure how inflation subtly shifts your risk tolerance. Every helpful email, every credit score update, every app notification is data in disguise. A feedback loop designed to refine the trap. And when that trap tightens, society offers a neat moral cover-up. You're told to budget better, to take responsibility, to live within your means. The system personalizes the failure, making you feel guilty for not playing the game correctly, while hiding the fact that the rules were written against you from the start. That's the emotional manipulation, the debt shame cycle. You internalize blame for what was engineered to be inevitable. You work longer hours, chase side hustles, take new loans to cover old ones, and feel proud for being resilient. But resilience in this system isn't freedom, it's compliance. And the marketing keeps feeding the illusion. Upgrade your life. Drive your future. You deserve better. These aren't just slogans, they're psychological hooks. Each one crafted by behavioral economists who understand the dopamine rush of imagined success. The dream is monetized. Banks don't sell loans, they sell hope. Hope that you can be more, have more, live more, if only you sign here. And hope, it turns out, is the most profitable product on earth. But there's something deeper still. The real wealth isn't in the interest they collect, it's in the control debt provides. Because a society in debt is a society that behaves. Citizens with mortgages don't riot. Workers with credit obligations don't quit. Parents with tuition loans don't protest. People bound by financial commitments are easier to govern. Debt is not just an economic tool. It's a social one. That's why debt isn't just tolerated, it's protected, by policy, by law, by culture. Inflation ensures you'll need more credit. Wage stagnation ensures you'll never catch up. Governments bail out banks for stability, not to protect you, but to preserve the machinery of dependency. Every crisis, every bailout, every stimulus package, it's not a reset. It's a reinforcement. A way to keep the engine turning without ever dismantling it. Now, look at your own life. The car loan. The credit balance. The bills stacked quietly on the counter. Each one is a silent contract between you and a system that profits from your persistence. You don't own your home until it's paid off, but the moment you sign, the bank already counts it as part of its assets. You carry the burden, they reap the certainty. And here's the cruel irony, the moment you try to escape, the system resists. Close a credit card, and your credit score drops. Pay off your debt too quickly, and you're marked unreliable. Freedom is punished. Obedience is rewarded. The invisible economy thrives on this paradox. You believe you're managing your debt, but in reality, it's managing you. Every payment you make strengthens the chain. Every financial decision you celebrate has already been simulated, anticipated, and monetized. Because in the end, banks don't want your wealth. They want your promise. A promise to keep showing up, keep owing, keep fueling the cycle. As long as you owe, the system breathes. And you, the borrower, become its beating heart. But let's step back. How did we get here? It started centuries ago, when money stopped being a thing and became a belief. Once upon a time, currency was gold, silver, tangible. Then came the idea of representation, paper that promised value. Now, money is nothing more than digital debt, a number that exists only because someone else agreed to owe it. the entire economy rests on collective trust, or collective delusion. Every dollar is a liability backed by another liability, stretching upward into infinity. Debt became the foundation of progress. Nations built highways, cities, and wars with it. Corporations used it to grow. Individuals used it to survive. The modern world is one massive, intricate balance sheet, where growth is celebrated, and solvency is feared. In a strange twist, freedom itself became defined by access to credit. Your credit score, a 3-digit number, now dictates not just your financial worth, but your perceived integrity. It determines your housing, your job prospects, your insurance rates. A synthetic measure of trust, built entirely on how well you serve the system. This is the invisible hierarchy of the digital age. Not class, not caste, but credit. We are told that debt is a tool, that it can be good or bad, depending on how we use it. But tools imply control. And when the tool uses you, it's no longer a tool, it's a chain. The truth is, the economy needs your debt more than your productivity. It needs your participation, not your independence. Because if too many people wake up, pay off, and opt out, the whole illusion unravels. And that's why the cycle keeps evolving. The faces change, new fintech apps, new payment plans, new slogans promising financial empowerment. But the structure remains. Convenience hides control. Innovation hides interest. Even digital currencies and decentralized finance, once seen as rebellion, are being absorbed, regulated, and monetized by the very system they sought to escape. The empire of debt always adapts. So, what's the way out? Maybe there isn't one, not yet. But awareness is a crack in the wall. Because once you see the design, you stop mistaking it for destiny. You realize that financial literacy isn't about numbers, it's about power. It's about seeing through the illusion of choice, understanding that every approval is a new form of permission, not liberation. The next time you get that notification, congratulations, you're approved, pause for a second. Ask yourself, approved for what? Freedom, or another link in the chain? Because the truth is, in this world, debt isn't a mistake. It's a masterpiece. And every one of us, knowingly or not, is part of its design.